What's up guys, it's Spec here, patch day is finally here, expansion, and of course, what better way to start than with an Alzur deck. Orb of Insight means that you can now chain Alzur to get a ton of value on deploy. If you have multiple orbs in your graveyard, you play Alzur, use your Forge Needle ability, which is going to play a special card of course, then meaning the counters of the orbs in your graveyard can tick. Playing, which then plays the other orbs, and it goes into a massive chain, you get your Alzur value on deploy. 6 is also a pretty nice range for Alzur. We've hit quite a few like 6s in like Barbagazis, and there's a few 1s, but you can even get a prize winning cow, which if you're behind a defender could prove to actually be a massive success. Obviously the new cards are all in this deck. That's one of my things I like to do on patch days, include all 4 new cards. So we've got Simlas, who can play all copies of a bronze special card. So the main target's going to be Pacts. They're obviously a spell for Alzur, they're 6 points. Ales as well, if you're playing against someone that's locking things, you can like unlock 2 things at once, as well as your Thunders and your Orbs of Insight. Potential playing Rebukes. Thunder working in a very similar way in this deck, it's just got the spell tag for Alzur, which makes sense. Obviously, Francesca is able to replay a special card, so Oneiromancy, Heatwave, Triangle within a Triangle are going to be your main 3 targets. You've also got this new card, Expecto Pa. No, wait, that's not right. If you can get this in round 1, really nice as a carryover play. Let's transmute and see what the premium is saying on this one for the video while we're here. Really nice carryover play, can play into all 3 rounds, kind of similar to a Crow Mother. And also the Elven Seer being a new card. If you can buff this up with a Pact, you get to play another Pact. If you can buff it up with an Orb of Insight, even better, you get to play another Orb, which is then going to go into your graveyard. And then the more orbs in your graveyard, the more you can chain orbs, which can give you then like sorceresses. If you've got sorceress down the board, you can get orbs with as well if they're at 6 points. And then if you have Seers, Dol Blathannas, you just get an incredible amount of orbs, which is going to trigger your Whisperers every single time. Honestly, this deck is nuts. Love it, love it, love it. Triangle within a Triangle is there to obviously boost your Simlas by 12. But if you go Alzur into Oneiromancy, you can get 12 provision cards, 13 provision cards rather, like Riant, Keltullis, Draug, Great Oak. And then you can use Triangle within a Triangle to buff up that card by 13 points. And of course, with Fran, you can finally do the double Alzur trick. With Fran, where you go Alzur, Oneiromancy, and you get to play your Oneiro twice. So in theory, you can get double She Who Knows with this deck, which is just nuts. Really, really exciting and cool. So hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, decks in the description. Subscribe if you've not done so already. Like the video and comment below what other decks do you want to see me play. Nice one. See ya. I don't know.
Keep a stiff neck.
Mykola is the opponent. Right, so obviously what Simlas is doing is he's going to be playing... Maybe he should play Magic Lamp as well, right? We had to buff up the Whisperers, nice. Alright guys, you're ready to see the power of the deck. Hope you're ready. Simlas plays 2 of the same card, right? So 2 orbs, for example. So I think we might like an Orb and Ale. Oh my god, we found the Dabairr. We have the Megascope. We can go for the second Megascope here. Is there anything we're really looking for? Maybe the second Megascope. I wonder if we ever kick the Whisperer. I feel like we shouldn't.
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
Alright. Here we go. We're only playing 1 Whisperer, which is controversial. Jeez. It's not an ideal start, I would say.
Ugh, stop gurgling like that.
To be honest, the sorcerers aren't the best target for our Megascopes, but they're still good. When I say they're not the best, I basically just mean they're slightly worse than the Seers, but they are still bloody good, in fairness. Hey Invincible. Yeah, we'll look at some of the... I mean, we'll just play the cards, honestly. The problem... I would have done balance changes if they were out yesterday, right? That's the only problem. Because they're already out. It's a little bit more difficult.
A superb specimen. Truly.
Here we go. So yeah, if this was a Seer, for example, we could then go like Orb of Insight on a Seer, on a Seer, on a Seer. That's really unfortunate they're playing bloody Enforcers of all cards. we could go for another Megascope here. Try and kill this, right? We could also boost this, maybe just by 6. Try and kill this with a Rebuke. Let's do this. Okay, we don't find the Rebuke, but we do find Tempering, so we can buff this up. We don't find Rebuke on this one either, but we do find Orb of Insight, which I think we want to get in the graveyard. Buff our Idarin up, maybe. Alright. So, we have 1 Orb of Insight in the graveyard now. We have this thing in the graveyard too.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Now, obviously, the Megascope's tempting because I have a Idarin down, but is it really worth it when they have an Enforcer? You would argue not. There's obviously a problem with not playing Rebukes in your deck either, right? Heatwave feels a little bit aggressive. Remember, when we play 1 spell, or not 1, but yeah, Orb of Insight's getting there, right? Let's go for it, mate. Sod it. We want to try and play a couple of specials to get the 3 points of this, I suppose. It's pretty good.
Stop gargling like that.
Very bad for me. Again, lacking the Rebukes is the instant feeling. I should just put Rebukes in this deck, right? But I'm trying to play Verification and Johnny. That's basically why I'm not. Although units are, like, having enough units is definitely a problem. But yeah, like, imagine Simlas into double Rebuke. It's kind of OP, right? It's very OP. Right, so we're 1 special off, what, 7 points? So obviously, it's quite likely my stuff's going to die here, but... Find the Waylay, which deals with 1.
I'll do so sword in hand.
He's up to something. We ought to be up to something.
Yeah, here we go with the extra points. We get the Orb of Insight too. It's a shame we didn't get a second Orb of Insight. That would have been a nice flex. Waylay is the most points. 6 tempo. This is more carryover though. Let's go for the cheeky carryover play. So yeah, already Whisperer seems like a card we want to play 2 of. It's just going to be so good if it goes through in this deck. Like, incredibly so. Definitely a risk of overswarming, but I think that's a nice problem to have. Maybe Johnny Verification are the cards which have to go. Verification, obviously, for day 1. We have to try it at least once. But we want the Alzur next. That's what we're looking for here. Very difficult to mulligan any of these cards, though, let's be honest. Maybe we get rid of Gord because we want to do some sort of bleed, I would imagine. Or we want to get the orbs down this round, though. Alright, we find Verification. I don't think that's doing too much. Invo's still a threat. Obviously, I could play Simlas. My concern is if I pass, I just give them the long round, and they're probably playing Masquerade Ball, which I don't really... Sod it! Let's say we can go into a long round against Ball because we've got Verification. We've got to try it, guys. Yes? Verification versus Masquerade Ball? Who's here for that? I'm here for that. We've got to try it. Who needs Heatwave on Ball when you can turn it into a bloody bear, mate? Alright, we've got the Johnny. The Orb has to go. We just want to play this through Simlas, I think. Where's my Alzur and Defender? And my flipping Gord that I mulliganed for God knows what reason. Jeez, what a stinker. That's why you're playing Maxi, guys, as well, right? Oh my god.
A superb specimen. True.
Alright, well, it's been nice knowing you, Masquerade Ball. I'm sorry I don't have a better avatar for a better emote. But nice Masquerade Ball. That is barely good. Just bear with me a second. This is bare good, bruv. Oh, let's go. Not even a premium bear, mate. Mine's not premium. Cheers, CDPR.
Stop gurgling like that.
Alright, again, the lesson learned is, oh my goodness, look how good flipping double rebuke would be here. So, the counter has reset on this card, so we do need to play a couple spells to get it out.
Yes, that would fit perfectly.
With no orbs in the graveyard, which is a little bit sad. Something we would have liked. They should have done this they should have pinged first, right, for Waylay. I think I might just take the Heatwave value here, to be honest. It is quite tempting. Remove the threat. Now, I wonder if we get Fran down when we're going to play a Nero. Okay, Simlas, guys, Simlas into Mahakam Ale is still on, by the way. So if we go Fran, my question is with Alza, how does it work?
You will not regret this.
I mean, alright, the Simlas double ale is on. I'm down for Simlas double ale, I have to say. Right, do we go for the Johnny as well? We're going to give them an Oneiromancy. It's the issue, but there's no real good way around that. I could go a Nero for Alza, but I'm going to play my Ales. So I'm going to go Ale, Ale. Then we get to play a third card, which we want to be a Oneiromancy, right? Could also just make it be the Forge. So I suppose, realistically, I should just go for the Johnny here. Let's get Johnny geared up, ready to go. Then we go Fran, Simlas, into double Ale. You can see why I'm playing the Ales as well. But I think, yeah, we want to play Rebukes, right? Which means also Forest Protector is likely. But you can see also why I'm tempted by Alza, mate. Like, imagine double in the Oneiromancy with Alza. It would be complete filth. Love it, guys. I love this Simlas card. The fact I can play double Ale here is just too good. Too sick. So the other question we have to ask is it possible? Jeez, that's a lot of points. Is it possible for us to play Simlas first? No. It's just not.
A superb specimen. True.
We want that double Oneiromancy. So we can go Oneiromancy for... I mean, unfortunately for Alza, it's just not going to be very good, is it? Unless we wanted to go for Orb of Insight, but we don't. We want to play Ale. The fact that we've been locked is kind of what's made this a little bit dodgy. Alright, they don't see that unlock coming on the Sage, so they don't respect it. This is triggering their Assimilate twice, guys. It's quite scary. My Heatwave was maybe somewhat premature. You can certainly see why my... Oh, the flipping Waylay. It's devastating. I mean, does that change things? Do we now go for Orb of Insight? I'm fairly certain we do. I think we just have to go for the Orb of Insight, right? It's going to trigger our Alza. We go double Orb. Alright, let's do it.
Act your age. At 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely one.
Johnny, as well, is damaging stuff. Now, I'm fairly sure Fran is going to replay the Oneiromancy. How exactly that works with Alzur, if we go Oneiro for Alzur, I'm not sure. But in theory, it could work. Like, we play Oneiro for Alzur, and then another Oneiro spawns, and then the 2 orbs tick. Have we done it? We have the orbs ready to go. Guys, it's possible that Alzur comes in before the second Oneiro here. So we go for the Alzur. We play him. We replay the Oneiro for Gord. Kelly. And then we get the double orb. Oh my god. What's going on? Please say it's enough. No, it's not enough. Did Kelly tick? Did I kill? What the heck? How do we not win? That's so gutting. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Kelly killed the 2. So Kelly played for 11 still. Guys, I told you, ST is nothing to laugh about, man. Definitely get that sorted. We just play this guy? Am I imagining it? Blind pockets. This guy's a barrel of laughs. Odds on the 0 new cards. I wouldn't be too surprised. Yes. Alright. Observer's now on. Thank you. Should be working. Apologies that it wasn't already. Alright. Double orb. Seems weird to mulligan them. Maybe we ditch the Pact as we've got the option then of Simlas. I think just like making our Simlas the best odds of not bricking seems like a good idea. 1 Sorceress. The hand seems very playable, I have to say. Maybe a little bit too gold heavy, but... not sure if that was a good play, to be honest.
Ugh, stop gurgling like that.
I just went for TA because it's more points, and I've got ales at the end of the day if things get locked. Oh, bloody hell.
And Dol Blathanna.
I guess we just go for an orb, right?
Like that, I can hit from 100 paces off. 200.
So if, for example, we were to go like a Oneiromancy into Alzur, our second orb wouldn't quite come out yet, but something to consider. Do we click and go for an orb? Probably. Alright. So yeah, if we were to go a Oneiromancy into Alzur here, we would go, it would trigger the orb. It would trigger the second orb too, right? So we would get like double Alzur instantly. Very nuts. Also, if we were to go a Oneiromancy for a Whisperer, that chains too, right? So maybe that's the play. Go in Nero for a Whisperer here. Because it chains our orbs. And we'll get this. Alright, let's go for it. Let's see it. Let's see the Whisperer in action. Oneiromancy into Whisperer. Okay, it didn't work quite as I was hoping. I thought I was going to get the second one. It's a bit of a chain. It's not as impressive as I was hoping for, though. I was trying to get both ticking along. So this was a bit of a waste, let's be fair. I think we could have done this better if I was a little bit more smart. I knew what I was doing a little bit more. All the orbs, man. Just ticking along. Alright. And what do we call this, guys? Expecto Patronum?
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Is that what we're going to go for? little bit more carryover for us. Look to pass now. So we have 2 orbs in the graveyard. I definitely misplayed with the Whisperer, right? We could add more. I think that's going to be a key thing. Like, probably you don't want Whisperers in hand. You want to Oneiromancy into them, maybe. Or you need the Sorceress down, right? Like, I had Sorceresses down on the board. What you're supposed to do is play the Whisperer. You go like a Nero into a Whisperer. Then you click the Sorceresses, which gets the other orbs, right? Which then change this like to an incredible amount before it can be removed. That was the key. So you can get some crazy stuff going. You can also play like Ale in as well, right? Alright, so they did the points. This is expensive though. I mean, looks like we drew on pretty bloody well. Still looking for Gord. I think we can kick the Whisperer. And we just kick that out. I guess the Whisperer was a really good draw pass card, actually. This was a troll mulligan, right? It was a very big mistake, but I'm not punished for it.
Prior experience. Work with idiots my whole life.
Would you rather I crushed your head or rip it clean off?
So if we were to go Alza plus Leader, we get the Orb instantly, right? In fact, we get both. So this is why I'm using this Leader. It's to trigger the Orbs and get Alza like on deploy, right? You can also obviously get value Sage on deploy too, so they actually take the pass. Which doesn't make a ton of sense, to be honest. But I guess it kind of does. Does seem like a reasonable trade from them. Get Defender for Siggy. Is it really that good a trade? Kind of doubt it. We don't have any orb. Well, we do actually have 1 orb in the graveyard, so we can still trigger Alza once on deploy. Obviously, we'd hope to be able to Oneiromancy into him, but also with the Seer on the board as well with Pact. We're going to go double Pact of Simlas. So that's a Force Mulligan. Heatwave off a Nero. All seems pretty good. Triangle within a triangle remains to be seen, but I mean, 12 points on Simlas. 11 on Alza. Obviously 13 points if we spawn like a She Who Knows or whatever it might be. So we go Seer first, if I'm not mistaken. Which seems like the play.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshay, the blood of elves.
Observer should be working. I just turned it on and sort of had to refresh. So maybe if you refresh the stream it should work. Could be a factor. Alright, that's a little bit sad. Again, we do have an orb on deploy here, so we could just go Alza, Forge into the orb. We're going to go pretty tall, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. Let's do it. So this is what this leader can do with Alza. So rather than buffing the Alza further, I guess we just go for that. Find a townsfolk. Not the most useful thing, to be honest. But so now we either go double Pact, Oneiromancy. We could go Fran as well. I mean, this just seems like a Thunder, right? Oh my god. It's still popping off, guys. Can we get the Fran down? There's no orbs in the graveyard. Again, we can go double Pact. But it's really the Nero we want to reuse of Alza, right? We could maybe reuse Triangle within a Triangle with Fran. If we go for the Thunder first. So could also take the Triangle within a Triangle on Cleaver. I think we just Thunder.
We do what must be done.
Nah, that's dead. We go for the Fran. Alright, that's not a drill. So if we go a near... No, we need to play 2 spell cards, 2 specials first, right? So we go Simlas for Ale here. We could play triangle within a triangle maybe. Could also Thunder. This is fine. It's all under control, mate. Alright, rip Fran. Gone but never forgotten. Al's still alive. That's the main thing, guys. Let's be fair. Do we go for the Heatwave? I think so. Oh my god, they nerfed Alza. Guys. Oh, that's so gutting.
I'd have done it better, but anyway, congratulations.
Oh my god. Sunset Wanderers is a 13, so they nerfed Alza. Ah, jeez, that's so annoying. I mean, we can do this, but still, like, before the worst case would have been Rience, right? Which would have been 5. Oh my god. That's actually really bad, guys. So bad. Rip. Oh, never mind. We're still winning.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a twat.
Alright, we've got a 21-point Gord. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Ash. I'm in the zone over here, man. Alza still played for a lot of points, though. But... Alright, we win. Hooray. 21-point Gord. Yeah, the only... Well, I think Sunset at 13 sounds good, but that's slightly devastating, isn't it? $12-point Gord versus a 21-point Gord. I know which one I'd rather have, guys. Alright, GG, we win.
Speak up. I can barely hear over the sound of you drowning.
I don't know about these mulligans. What were these mulligans all about then? Does anybody know? I don't have a bloody clue, mate. Let's start with this. I had to try and find some better cards. Like the carryover. The carryover thing. The Saov Ainmhi'dh. How's my pronunciation? Any elves in the chat to comment on my accent? The thing that's instantly noticeable is my Simlas is awkward, right? It's only Pact at the moment. I guess Orbs too. That's not bad. Alright.
I could drown you in a single drop.
I'll just go tool. Try and find the orbs. The orbs are what we want, mate, off the Sorceress. The orbs are the money cards. The Hermit.
Tide rolls in, tide rolls up. It's not anything you can...
Not quite worth a rebuke, but not that far off. I think we go for a Seer plus... No click.
The elders must put
Yeah, we go for the Seer.
else they will
I do
face
believe.
devastation.
Then we're going to go for the old... Whisperer. Ah, rip. Rip Seer.
Grow, my beauties. Reach high into the sky.
Alright. We don't exactly have an abundance of good options here. With no dryads down. I mean, we just take the rebuke, right?
The valley of flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
Yeah, really sad to see no orbs. And our sage die. Our seer, rather.
Soil is fertile with magic
Alright.
and dead to wine.
And the bronze is just carrying us through here. Having this extra bronze, even though it died, like I know these are like the old expansion cards and like this is a change. But you can notice the difference, to be honest. Just by having like one different card to get removed, one target, suddenly your deck's just got a lot more to give. We're pretty far ahead here. And you can see why the Whisperer is played as 2 of in this deck. Just popping off, mate. Heatwave, not a bad option. You can just take it easy with an Ale though. 8 points for Ale.
Whatever they shall be, leave it to me.
I guess we could have... No, we couldn't go triangle within a triangle because it got damaged by the Hermit, right? Wow, just trade your turtle for my Ale, my dude. Nice. Very good. Alright, I reckon we're winning this game. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Where's my golds, man? There we go. So we could ditch the Pact. I think we're just going to go for the long round. Out of all these cards, the Seer is just about the worst, but not by a distance. It's by a very small distance. His hand is so good. But so is Alzur. And Oneiromancy. That's all we really need. Come on! Show me the Alzur. I want that double Alzur, mate. Yes. Now we just need a Nero. Oh, jeez. Right, I'm worried we're going to overswarm with this. But, I mean, it's right up there. Gord's obviously our Nero target. I'd like to find Gord in hand. I think I can just get rid. Alright, we keep it. Still a 9-point card. It's a spell. We could hit Orbs, which we'd like to go Orbs. Keep it. Not the perfect hand, but very close. A Seer would have been good too, just to see what the Seer's doing.
We'll show you how blood spilling's done.
Fighting me is like snogging a hedgehog's arse.
We can play around Decoction as well by giving the Figgis the charges, right? Boosting him. Here comes the Alzur! The cat's out the bag, son. We could also go triangle within a triangle onto the Covenant, right? And then Heatwave the Melusine, but obviously if they play Sigdrift, we'd just be giving them Sigdrift value. So we would like to have the Oneiromancy replayed with Fran, right? Because we could Oneiro for 2 cards. But we also want Oneiro to be like last card for Gord. So I need to think about how we're going to do that.
What is your wish? What do you desire, my lady of the seas?
Killing this definitely seems valuable, but they're going to fill up the row. Not too worried, honestly. So if we were to go Fran, we just don't want to go for the Gord too early, right? So we need to Oneiro late. So I guess we also go for Simlas kind of late on.
Spit it out already. I don't have all
Do need
day.
to be worried about row space also. Definitely.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
So do we go Fran first? I think we do, right? We're going to go Fran to try and trigger the early Oneiromancy, maybe? I don't know, it's just awkward. I mean, I could just go Fran double Heatwave. What am I on about? We just do Fran double Heatwave, right? Yeah. Let's go for the double Heatwave motive. So... in order for Fran double Heatwave, if we go this first... Oh my god, that's so good! We got the tiger! Yes! Yes, mate. Alright. I'm here for the tiger. Why not? I should play around decoction, right? Which I've not done. I was supposed to buff my defender there. Maybe with leader. Obviously I could have just buffed it with what I used the spell. Hey, Ryan, lovely to see you, mate. We're having a blast. This is my favourite deck I've played so far, though. I've played most factions, but...
What do you need?
opponent's got a little bit of row space issue. Bling! Into the tiger! This deck is 2-5 head, mate. Alright, they killed some stuff. That's good. Let's go Fran. And let's look for the orb. No orb. We can, however, go making a bomb. Is that good? Kind of. It's kind of awkward both ways, honestly. As we do it. It's actually pretty good, right? It solves the problem with the defender without actually doing anything in particular. Like, we don't have to kill the defender, but now my heat waves are going through and hitting what we want them to hit. Alright! This finish is going to be nuts, guys. You have to bear with me. It's kind of difficult to process exactly what's going to happen here. But we have Simlas into double orb. We have double Heatwave with Fran. So we just go triangle within a triangle first. On Alzur. Seems pretty good. We could also kill the Melusine. Should we just kill the Melusine, guys? With the triangle? It's a little bit more of a flex, right? Offensive triangle. And then we can Heatwave two other things. Are my orbs bricked? Nah. I don't think so. We've got flipping Tiger and Dandelion off our Alzur, guys. What is going on? This is ridiculous. Alright, now it's Heatwave time. Now it's Heatwave time. Oh! We'll buff our Gord, I think. Don't mind me. Alright! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We can play everything. We can play everything, guys. Uh-oh. They can offensive Mordrum! No! Okay, they didn't see it. They didn't see the line. It's fine. Not killing this is looking a bit dodgy. Alright. Maybe I've had a bit of a stinker with my orbs.
Specimen.
I mean, I could just go orbs now, right? But then I lose my sick Oneiromancy into, like, Rients. But it could also suck. So let's be sensible.
At your age, at 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely one.
Special prize.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. So the Whisperer's on top, by the way. So in the graveyard, we have Orbs of Insight chilling at 1. This one's at 2, this one's at 3. So we use our Forge Leader, which puts them at 1. We go Nero for Gord, bang, bang, the other 2 orbs. Alright, here we go! I feel like killing this would have made a big difference. We're 16 down. Dandelion buffing the Gord, of course. Why wouldn't we do that? We'll buff the Alzur, because he's the boy. And then we have a Nero into Gord, into double orb. Not quite perfect, but we did a job.
Used to chop wood, but the pit's better for soul.
This deck's so fun, holy moly. Hi Shim, what's up? Jeez. Jeez. I definitely think Inspired Zeal's the way to go. Like, I really wasn't sure what leader to do.
Nothing to see.
Just being, yeah, exactly. The Zeal, getting like Ainsay, Selkirk, and then obviously the Banod students. I think like a few weeks ago I was like, Patience, maybe it's like Shield Wall or Pincer or whatever, but yeah. Inspired just seems like the clear favourite. Front runner, if you like. Alright, we can keep an Ale. We aren't going to want a Simlas for it. We could also keep a Thunder. Not exactly sure what to do.
Ugh, stop gargling like that.
Not exactly sure how to play this one, if I'm honest. But I was thinking I can get Waylay, which actually answers Lava now. Waylay answering Lava is kind of funny, honestly. But yeah, don't we just go for this? Maybe we go for the Whisperer. Could also just go Thunder, but I think Whisperer.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall.
Get in.
Leave it to me.
Pretty good start. Waylay actually smurfing. Wait, you're not gonna kill... Bruh. Not sure that was the brightest of ideas.
A superb specimen, truly.
So if they didn't kill it now, they're probably not interested in killing it next either. Let's do this. I mean, in fairness, it was worth an extra point if they kill it now, right? Still, wait, a Slizzard. So now the decision comes to what do I hit with my Thunder? I could also play a Scribe at this point. Seems a little bit greedy. There's quite a few threats. Let's see what we run with this. We find a Rebuke, so we'll just kill both. We could also kill the Phantom. This card is just so good if left unanswered. What's going on with my hair? Mate, I woke up this morning and I overslept. There was no time for a shower, Ash. It was Gwent. That's it. Showers are overrated. Oh, yeah, and here is Gurney in action as well. She can get in the store, if you're wondering. So the decision here is if I play Scribes or if I just go for this. I'm fairly sure they're still committed. I obviously do want to get this down. I'm a bit worried about my Scribes still being in hand at this point. I'm just gonna, if I play my Scribes, I feel like I'm winning the round relatively cheaply. Even if I don't get this down, I'm still winning the round.
A superb specimen,
So
truly.
Alright, thank you. Don't mind if I do. This guy's giving me so many points for free. I love it. What a gentleman. We definitely don't need to play the other scribe now. It's very hard to get out of that habit of calling it a sage, isn't it? I also tried Johnny
Specimen. Truly.
in this deck. Tried Johnny. It was alright. It was pretty good. But I decided to ditch him for this. Like, if you compare Johnny to this card, yeah. Alright. We do need to think about what our Simlas is doing. I think we probably want to split up the rounds again. Having said that, like, double Heatwave is pretty good. But if we split up the rounds, we make Sabbath awkward for them. I think we ditch the Orb. We'd like to play this too, no? Pact is also an option off Simlas, so I guess we ditch that, even though it's just better than Ale. Maybe we just ditch the Ales and say they're bad. Alright. Alright. I mean, I definitely want to play this. And I also have a Scribe, right? Yes, we just do a soft push. Hey, Spybee. Congrats on placing first on the ladder. I'm very proud of you. You've come a long way. I've taught you a lot, mate.
Yes, nothing quite black in that messy dissection.
Good stuff, man. Very good stuff. So we could slam the Simlas for some carryover. And tempo. I don't completely hate it. I don't love it. So. Feels like we can get away with it though, right? Like there's just so many good cards in our deck still.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak.
Gotta be worth it, right? We've also, of course, got the option of playing like an Ale plus leader charge here to get the others out, but this is probably where we pass. So this is where you can start to see like the value of why I'm playing this leader when combined with Alza, right? Like, let's say we play this next card, then we would play Alza plus leader and we would trigger him twice instantly with the orbs. I'm not sure it was correct going for Simlas. It feels like it was correct. We did a soft push. They can get She Who Knows carryover if they play her. But we've also just got the Dabairr. We've slowed down their rush to Sabbath, right, for the next round. And we have like triangle within a triangle, Heatwave, double Heatwave as answers. It's obviously our first Oneiromancy as well, so we still have the fantastic Alza into Sunset Wanderers. Oh, it's so sad. I can't believe it. We have already done that as well. I did it. I rolled the Sunset Wanderers early before realizing that it was possible. Gutted. We still won though. Yeah, I just had a Mirror of Spira actually, Spybee. We came out on top despite him having a Uridon. It was pretty interesting. He was playing Deadeye Ambush with Scenario and that. Definitely want to see it. We want this. These top deck, very sad. Nice. Oof. So we go double Oneiromancy to find Figgis and Heatwave. We also just want to play one of these, right? There's just so many points on our leader. The question is, does our opponent have any removal? Do we even need to bother going for Figgis? Probably not, right? If we're honest. So I need to work out how we're going to get Fran to work with the orbs, right? Okay, so we go Fran. We don't have to go a Nero, like, don't have to greed, you know. I want to go for the Heatwave though. I want double Heatwave, right? So I'm wanting double Heatwave. So Fran early seems bad. But then the orbs anyway are going to trigger the Alza. We miss out on a Nero, which might be fine. Yeah, his Crone can deal only 4 damage at the moment. It's a little bit unnecessarily risky. I'm kind of assuming they have no control. I'm not sure I like this play, actually. I think Fran was probably just better. Could have gone Fran plus like a Pact. Boost her up, right? And then we would have got Alzur on deploy, but realistically, should be fine now.
My folk have suffered much.
This is just awkward, mate. If I'm honest. Getting Fran to hit something good is actually a real struggle. So we go Oneiro into Heatwave, and then the orbs. We go Oneiro. I just don't know how it works. I need to have a think about this, guys. We go Oneiro. Yes. We go Oneiro into Heatwave, which spawns both orbs. So Fran would just, and then they'd go on top, so we'd replay orb. I don't think it's actually possible to hit Heatwave, right? But it is possible to hit Oneiromancy off Fran? I don't know. I'm so confused, mate, how this is working. I can't, my brain just can't process it. So I go Pact, double orb. I think my Fran was supposed to come down a little bit later, right? Obviously, you could say as well, like, I'm supposed to use this now because I'm going to get a better spawn off Alzur, but it's actually not even necessarily true, right? You can still roll ones either way. There's not a huge discrepancy, I don't think. Alright, I'm hoping this works, but I'm not convinced it does. Because of the orbs coming in. Wait. So Fran should have changed already. Tick down. Did we get the double heat wave then? We should, right? So it should work. Oh! Yes! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Alright, we get the double heat wave still. Almost heat wave self. Crisis averted. I really wasn't sure how that was going to all work out. We have a 13-point triangle within a triangle on our Great Oak, by the way. Just saying. Oh. Or I guess we can just kill this. Rip. Whoa! Alright, please no Uridin. They still have so many points! How have they got so many points? What's going on? This card's so good. Ah! My 10-point leader, guys. My 5-point leader, rather. Oh, no. Six-point leader. Yes, lads. Yes, lads. All right. ST stays winning. Gee.